Go Lisa, you walk alone. Thomas' voice cold as ice. I clutch my belly tight. His SUV starts, Susan and Betty laughing in the back seat. I stand in the gas station lot, sweat sliding down my forehead. 3 years of marriage, trust gone in an instant. Pregnant and abandoned by the ones closest to me under the blazing sun. The SUV disappears into the dust, their laughter echoing in my ears. I lift my head, eyes determined, a seed of revenge planted in my heart. I slowly walk into the gas station, clothes soaked, sticking to my skin. Hank comes from behind the counter, hands stained with grease, asks, "Are you okay?" Ruth follows, eyes steady, they are worthless. I grip the water bottle, breathing fast but feeling support. The surveillance camera records every frame of the SUV leaving. I sit on a plastic chair, Ava kicking gently inside me. Ruth hands me water and snacks, she needs strength and to show the truth. I watch the screen, knowing this is only the beginning, their shame will be revealed. 3 years ago I first met Thomas. At a charity gala he smiled, reaching out to me. I thought I found love. He came from a prominent family, I was just a teacher from an ordinary neighborhood. Raised by a single mother, her struggle made me strong. Thomas at first protected me from Betty and Susan's cold ridicule. After I became pregnant his gentleness disappeared, he grew cold and irritable. Betty mocked me on social media, Susan looked on silently. Every family gathering I felt like an extra, they were the stars. Betty once spilled red wine at a party, leaving me embarrassed and helpless. Thomas sat silently next to me, I knew trust could be dangerous. My mother's lesson stayed with me, never show weakness easily. I held my child's life and the strength I had learned. Even isolated I never yielded. Every insult became nourishment for revenge. Now I know I can do more than survive, I can make them pay. My gaze locks on their false world. Hank and Ruth help me contact the media. Rachel Coleman arrives quickly. She watches the surveillance footage, frowning. This is not just abandoning you, this is about the child's safety. I tell her everything, every detail, true and harsh. The SUV, their laughter, my lonely steps replayed on video. Ruth holds my hand to show them the price, they thought they could treat me lightly. The news prepares to go live, my story broadcast to the public. Social media spreads quickly, #Justice for Lisa trending. Comments full of outrage and support, strangers speaking up for me and Ava. Deborah finds Thomas and the Caldwell's social media records. Betty's posts show arrogance and indifference. Susan posts fake statements on the foundation website trying to hide the truth. Jessica provides insurance, trust and financial documents revealing their schemes. The Caldwells try to use insurance and public opinion to prove I am unfit as a mother. Thomas even consulted childcare legal experts planning to use against me. I record everything, every word, every piece of evidence. Ava kicks inside as if saying she believes in me. The news broadcast begins, video loops replaying. Thomas, Susan and Betty on screen, embarrassed, anger and fear replacing smiles. Viewers see their mockery and abandonment, public outrage grows. Coastal Trust Insurance suspends Thomas and starts investigation. Foundation donors pull funds, social circles reject the Caldwells. Tybee Island Resort expels them, social status collapses. I sit in the hospital bed holding Ava's tiny hand, feeling the power of revenge. They tried to crush me but fell into their own trap. Susan's lies crumble in public view. Thomas calls, threatening and pleading. I laugh coldly. Thomas, you underestimated me. Jessica confirms documents delivered to FBI, investigation launched. Live footage shows Caldwells being handcuffed by investigators, dignity stripped. Foundation assets frozen, charity events cancelled, their social image destroyed. Betty's social accounts lose followers, business deals collapse overnight. Thomas, Susan, Betty pale, trembling, facing the uncontrollable. I stroke Ava's hand, whisper, we did it, baby. Hospital quiet, I hold premature Ava 7 pounds healthy. TV reports Caldwell's under investigation, public outrage rising. Coastal Trust Insurance establishes Family Protection Fund, I join as advisor. In class I share my experience teaching students to face injustice. Hank and Ruth bring blankets, symbols of new life. Deborah becomes Ava's godmother, helping us build a home in the new apartment. Media and public attention turns my story into symbol of female strength. Caldwell's once trying to control everything, now powerless. Every piece of evidence, exposure collapses their world. I watch Ava sleep, feeling victory and peace. Those who humiliated me helpless before law and public opinion. My revenge not for hate but justice and protection of my child. Thomas fired Susan and Betty sentenced, social reputation destroyed. Foundation assets frozen, their status turned to joke. I am free, holding my daughter breathing in morning light. From isolation at the gas station to victory, the world sees my strength. In class I smile, children grow through art and stories. Ava sleeps by my side, life filled with love and respect. Caldwell's schemes failed, courage and evidence restored dignity. I teach children to face injustice and remind myself we won. Every kick is power, every breath is freedom. Media, law and public opinion stand with justice. Ava and I are safe. Susan, Betty, Thomas trembling and helpless, proof of my victory. I whisper to my daughter, the world has bad people but we can change it. I begin organizing all evidence, every document, every record backed up. I store videos on disks and cloud, sharing with lawyers. News broadcasts replay every detail carefully. Thomas, Susan, Betty faces magnified, every expression full of fear. Social media and news repeat coverage, public outrage rising. Caldwell's board emergency meeting, internal turmoil. Investors withdraw contracts cancelled, resources slipping away. I secure Ava's custody, every step legal and disputable. Schools and community provide support, stable environment. Life gradually restores rhythm, career, social, art, all proceeding smoothly. Every victory detail gives control and security. Thomas, Susan, Betty plead, threaten, I reject all. Every rejection makes them panic, knowing they cannot win. Media attention, continuous social pressure growing. Coastal Trust Insurance Foundation, Tybee Island Resort collaborate, ensuring no influence. I hold Ava, watch news, feeling complete victory. In class I share story, teaching courage and reason. Deborah, Ruth accompany us, building new life order. Every item, every action symbolizes reconstruction and independence. Ava sleeps beside me, I feel her hand's breath. Every breath, every smile, control. No longer ruled by fear or shame, every action calm and decisive. Social media, law, public opinion on the side of justice, my story a warning. Caldwell's schemes utterly collapse, their former power gone. Thomas, Susan, Betty pale, tense, confidence destroyed. I hold Ava, watch morning light, whisper, the world has evil but we have power to change it. From isolation to total victory, every step planned, calm. Revenge and justice balanced, every act clear and unwavering. Society and law validate victory, every piece of evidence indisputable. Life restored, order, safety, freedom, Ava and I growing together. I look at her face, smile, feeling peace and strength. Past harm and humiliation fuel forward, every breath, control. Thomas, Susan, Betty trembling, despair, the footnote of victory. I hold my daughter, breathe fully, feel life complete and free. I begin recording every day, ensuring no future abuse. Organize insurance contracts, trust documents, bank records, every record complete. Ava sleeps beside me, every breath safe. Office and home I arrange daily life, complete control. Media follows Caldwell's case, public pressure rising. Ava and my life back on track, every breath, every smile full of strength. Thomas, Susan, Betty powerless, social law ensure total impotence. I hold Ava in morning light, whisper, our future ours to command. Every document, every piece of evidence, every action builds full safety net. Media, law, public opinion support us, making victory unshakable. I watch daughter's face, sleep, smile, finally life complete and free. From isolation to legal, social, total victory, every step calm, deliberate. Life rhythm fully controlled, every action, every decision safe and firm. Thomas, Susan, Betty helpless, fear, direct proof of victory. I hold Ava, feel victory, freedom, every breath, control, every smile, strength. Media, law, public opinion prove justice belongs to us.